Good afternoon and welcome to Valley Views. I'm your host, Glenn Edison. Certainly glad to have you today. And as always, you can see our programs on BTC Fiber's YouTube page as well as BTC Fiber's Channel 18. And today we have with us Kim Barkley with Needful Things General Store. And Kim, it's good to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all coming down.
Well, we certainly enjoy having you. And we need to point out that the store here is on Highway 127. Just north of the Bethel Church of Christ. They're just practically neighbors, really.
Correct. We are 10 miles south of Pikeville and 6 miles north of Dunlap.
Now, what made you come up with the idea of this store?
I've always been real crafty, and I've always liked to do different things, and we've always talked about owning a store, and I've always wanted to own a store. So when my husband Greg built the real estate office next door, we had the space, and we decided we would just give it a shot and open up the store.
Now, y'all been open about 3 months?
I opened up the 18th of September.
Oh, it's September.
So about 5 months.
About
five
5
and a
months.
half.
And how's the business been from the community?
Wonderful. I am so appreciative of the folks here in Lusk. They have just welcomed us. We have been very busy, steady customers, repeat customers, and I have just been overwhelmed by the support of both Pikeville and Dunlap with our store.
So you've had people come from Dunlap and Squatch County?
Absolutely. I have a lot of my customers come in from Dunlap.
Really? Well, that's good. Now, I noticed some of the things you have. You said you made several things in here that you make because your craft. And then you also have some other items in here. What are some of your items that you do have?
For the handcrafted items, I hand paint all of the concrete statues and any of the ceramic pieces I carry. I make the t-shirts, and I make license plates, coffee cups, that kind of thing. Some of the other small businesses that I like to support, one is Nature's Hippie, Wendy Smith, north of Pikeville here. I carry her soaps and her beard oils and her scrubs. Another one is the Happy Heifer Collection. That is hand-stamped jewelry that is designed and made by Haley DeBoard, and she's been doing it now for a few months, and she's got some beautiful pieces. A couple other businesses, local business, well, they're local somewhat. Zale CBDs made up in Clark Range. And another small business that we support is Bates Family Farm out of Virginia. Joseph Bates is retired Marine.
Oh,
so
okay.
he served over 20 years in the Marines. So
Wow.
we support them, and we use their goat milk lotion, which happens to be probably my number 1 seller.
Really?
It's hard to keep it in stock. Everybody comes to get it. The Montana West purses that I carry are very popular, and we also now have Montana Silversmith jewelry.
Oh, okay.
People may know it by being in Tractor Supply, but they're no longer in Tractor Supply. But for Montana Silversmith jewelry, in this area, you have Stockdale's down in Hickson, myself, and then the 2 places in Crossville, and that is it that'll be carrying
Really?
it. Yes, sir.
Wow.
So we have a lot of different things here, a lot of unique things, tools, hardware, a little bit of everything there in case somebody just needs something. We have a lot of name brand tools, Southwire, Klein, S&Ks, Milwaukee, Cobalt, Crescent, DeWalt. So we have a very good selection, a lot of American made items as well. And the other things, we have like some home decor. We have thermometers for outside. We have bags, different types of prints. Somebody likes, flamingos versus sunflowers versus softball, baseball, cow print. Trucks. We have all that. So we just strive to carry the different items.
Yeah.
But keeping a very country feel to the store, and we have the bottled RC colas and Sundrop and Dr. Pepper, because when I was younger, when I was small, I can remember going into the general stores and you'd go and find your penny candy, and they give you that little bag to fill up, and you'd get you a bottled drink.
Yeah.
So that's something we've tried to recreate here.
Oh, that's nice. Well, now, if someone like your arts and crafts, I know you said some of the paintings or other things. If someone wanted to do maybe a special order, or have you?
Absolutely.
Do you do that?
I do any custom work on any of my pieces. The concrete statues, like they're sitting behind us here, I have about 100 more coming in next week.
Oh.
And if anybody wants to come by and, pick one out and say, hey, I really want this done in a certain color, not a problem. I don't mind doing custom work. Done a lot of custom t-shirt work in the last few months as well.
Well, so pretty much you can just do about whatever anybody wants then.
Pretty much, except crochet and knit. I don't do that.
Well, that's a pretty hard thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good, because that way people can come here and find kind of what they want, and if they want to specialize it, then they can actually do
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
Well, that's good. That makes you, I guess, more popular with some people.
Yeah, I've had repeat customers for that. I had one of my customers needed something for the cemetery. I needed a floral arrangement for the cemetery, so I've done her some. And by doing that, I've had other ones come in and ask me to do some saddles for them and all. So word spreads by mouth.
Uh-huh.
That's one of the biggest advertisements we have, when people are happy with your work, and I'm grateful for that.
Well, that's good. Now, how long was this store? I know you said you had been doing the arts and crafts and things like that for a long time, but how long had you planned this store?
We decided on the store about a year and a half ago, I would say. Beginning of 2021 is when we came in and started designing inside here, how I wanted it, and then we were able to open by September.
Well, I like the inside because you've got the tin around, and that makes it more of a homey.
It's very homey. It's more, a little bit rustic with all the wood and the tin and everything, but that's me. That's what I like.
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily a fancy store. It's just just a home store.
Just a very, just a normal, common store that we want you to come in and feel welcome and feel comfortable in here, and just, keep coming back to see us.
And if it was fancy, your prices have to be higher.
Absolutely. You're right about that.
Well, so you do have some local people that you've bought from, that you, and some out-of-state people, you said.
Yes.
And that's good. What if someone wanted to come in and say, hey, can I do this? Would you be willing to open up?
I am always open to having new local, vendors or small businesses. It can be an individual. Come in, anybody interested in that, just come by and see me, bring me pictures or bring me what you have, and we'll talk about it. It's based on the need.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Now, I know that you mentioned that goat milk.
Yes.
That seems like that has taken off within the past couple of years.
It has. I met the couple about a year and a half ago over at a trade show, and I've been using that lotion for that long, and it's excellent lotion. I can't explain just how wonderful that lotion is, and it's so different from the ones that you purchase in the stores with all these other added ingredients to it.
Well, I think also with talking about the added ingredients, those with everyone being so allergic to a lot of things, this is more natural, and it doesn't affect people like the
Absolutely.
others.
I have a couple of my clients or customers. They come in and get this goat milk soap because they are allergic to anything else, and that's all they can use.
Well, it seems like that's coming more and more
Yes.
popular. More people are liking that, and so that's a good thing that a lot of people would like. Let's see. How's your location? You're right here on the highway. How's that?
The location is wonderful. I joke around all the time telling everybody I'm gonna have TDOT put me a stop sign out here, or stop light, because by the time everybody gets down this way, they're going pretty good. But it's a very good location. It's easy to find, and I have so many people come in and go, hey, we were just driving by and we saw you. So it's a perfect location.
Well, that's good. And I know, like I say, when I first saw the store a few months back, And I thought, well, that's kind of neat. I need to get in there and check that store out. And you do have a lot of neat things, as mentioned. A lot of the porcelain items are really neat. You have a lot of signs and placards, I guess.
Yeah, we have the 12 by 17 tin or metal signs. We have some larger, like 12 by 24 metal signs. We have the metal thermometers. Then we have what they call the MDF board. It's like a plywood type. We've got some of them like for home decor and all. But yeah, those are excellent sellers too, the metal signs. Everybody likes them with all the different sayings. So we have some of the silly sayings. We have some with, I think I have almost every branch of the military, with their logos or colors and all, and their sayings on it. We have like camping ones and faith and family and freedom, and we have some Thomas Kincaid ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we try to carry a good variety.
And really, like you said, the general store, the whole idea, it's like a general store. Your products are like a general store.
Right.
It's homely, and you come in and if someone would just want to come in here and have a drink and bag of chips or something.
Absolutely. We got the chips, we've got peanuts, I've got moon pies to go with the RC colas.
Oh, all right.
We got a little bit of candy. We just tried to cover our bases. We're not a convenience store, so we don't have all that, but like you said, if somebody just wanted to come in for a drink or something, we have it. A snack.
Right. Well, they could be traveling down the road and be thirsty or hungry, so they come in here and get a snack. That'd be good. Now, do you have? I know you just opened, but do you have any plans of expanding or changing things that you have? Have you thought about that yet?
We've talked about expanding, and it will be based on how we do. But I would like to have more items sitting outside, meaning more outdoor items, like more concrete items, the tables, the water fountains, the larger pieces, like 5-foot bear statues or horses. I'd like to have that, along with more garden type, different types of maybe patio furniture or that kind of thing for outside. I would like to definitely expand and do more of like the purses and the jewelry, because those are just excellent sellers.
They're very pretty.
They're beautiful.
Yes.
I just talking about the purses. When I shut down on December 24th on Christmas Eve, the table was clean.
Really?
Yeah, I was just completely wiped out. So everybody loves them, and they're good quality. They're Montana West. They're made in Texas, and they have their main stores down in Texas. But it's very good quality workmanship. The purses and wallets, they're just fantastic. They're made out of real leather, plus they have a fake leather. They call it PU leather. It's their patent on it.
Well, that's interesting. But like you say, everything in here is it's either very, like the purses, they're very beautiful, or then there's things that like the mugs and the little knickknacks that you have. They're different. They're different,
and the thought behind those, especially the bears and like the Bigfoot little knickknacks or the little picture frames and all, was tourists. People coming in, because when you come to Tennessee, what do you think about? You think about the mountains. You think about the wildlife, and of course everybody talks about the Bigfoots because they're all over, right? But and the things like the mugs and all, they've got Tennessee on them. They say Pikeville, and I do have some for Sequatchie and Bledsoe County schools. Their colors, and they that's the thought process behind like the home decor items and all.
Well, just about really anything, like you say, needful things.
Exactly, you need it.
You need it, it's here.
That's right.
Well, that's good to know. And that'd be exciting to see you if you do expand to those other things, because a lot of people, it's oddly enough, not oddly enough, but they purchase those things. They put them out in a lot of places.
And the one thing about the concrete statues, and I talk a lot about them because, one, they're my favorite thing that I carry. I hand paint them, and so they have a primer, they're painted, and plus they're sealed with 2 different sealers. But I just absolutely love them. And the thing is, within about a 2.5 to 3 hour radius, either any way you go from here, we're the only person that has them. Now, Tractor Supply, not Tractor Supply, but like Lowe's and Home Depot, they'll carry maybe a planter made out of concrete, or maybe a bird bath, you'll see them. But for the most part, it's very hard to find these pieces, in our area.
Right. It really is. I don't know of anyone really that deals with them. Now, if someone wanted to get in touch with you about maybe possibly putting something here in the store, having you do that, how would they get in touch with you?
They can call the store. My number here is 423-554-2525. They can send me an email. Email is needfulthings323@gmail.com, or come by and see me. The store hours, normal store hours, are Tuesday through Friday 8 to 5, and Saturday 9 to 4.
Oh, okay. So you're open a good bit. So anybody can come at their time.
Absolutely.
Well, that's good. Was there anything else you'd like to tell us about your store, or about things we haven't mentioned that you'd like to tell us?
That we are just very grateful and appreciative of the support, like we talked about before, and everybody dropping by just to check out and see what we have. I love people coming in to do that. And if there's something that you need, call me. I might be able to get it in for you. One thing I did want to mention, we usually have quilted throws. And I just happen to be sold out right now, but a lot of people, I have them on the quilted throws. I carry them with a lot of sayings on them. Like they'll say Amazing Grace, well, the Thomas Kincaid background, or they'll have Stairway to Heaven. And a lot of people will actually come by and get them, and I'll put a real pretty bow on them, and I'll fix them really nice, put the card, and they'll take them down to a memorial service or to a funeral home instead of buying flowers. Like I said, right now I'm out of them. I will be getting more of them in. And another thing I've just got in is I've got Amazing Grace wind chimes. They're stainless steel wind chimes, and they say Amazing Grace on them, and some people like to use them for a memorial or a remembrance instead of flowers. So we're trying to meet the needs of the community, and that was something that somebody had asked me for.
Oh, okay.
So so if there's something you're looking for, ask me. I might be able to carry it, or and if I don't have it, I will tell you if I know of one of the other small businesses that do. I am all for supporting each other. I mean, there's a lot of us between Dunlap and Pikeville, small business owners, with shop local. So I am constantly, I'll be glad to refer you over to someone else, because we have to support each other with the small business community.
Well, that's great. Well, anything else you'd like to add?
I think that's it. Thank you so much for coming down.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Wonderful for us.
Certainly glad to have you. And again, folks, you can see our program on BTC Fiber's YouTube channel, as well as BTC Fiber's Channel 18. And until next time, we'll see you then. Hey everybody, this is Glenn Edison from Valley Views. We appreciate you watching our shows, and we would like for you to like, share, and follow us on Facebook, as well as like and subscribe to our YouTube page.
Brought to you by Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, your full-service telecommunications provider right here in the Sequatchie Valley.